Good morning, everybody. So the creek's starting to freeze up, and I'm going to show you what I kind of look for mink and muskrat trapping. So the creek runs down through here. Now you can set a bottom edge set right down in there or in the run, and you'll get the passing muskrats and mink as they flow down through the creek. It's another great set. What I really want to show you guys is that runs into this creek is this little system right here. There's a culvert up there. The mink and muskrat will move up through this running water because it's still open. And as you can see, we got a rat right here. If you look right there, I got a trap, and it's right there in that little pinch point where they'll walk through between that rock and that other brush. Now I'm going to spruce it up a little bit more, make it a little more, forced funnel down, but I kind of angle my trap so they walk through it and then over it, and they freak out and they go into this deep spot and they drown. Now he was still alive. I got him taken care of. He was barely in there. So that's a great set in this open water as it starts to freeze up, because it allows them to get a spot. Now over there, there's a feed bed, and I can see another rat floating. So and right here they were climbing up, and you can see in the snow where they're eating grass and roots. And he was really up in there. So we got him in a jump trap, and like I said, the water's flowing pretty good right here. Everything's starting to close up, so it's a good spot to capitalize. The rats will come here to feed, and the open water allows them, to get up on the banks and all that stuff. And so we just got 2 rats right here within this little spot. I'm going to re-put this trap right here, and with all the commotion and the scent, we'll see if we can land another rat tomorrow. So we got that reset right there. So he steps through, drops off and drown. I smeared a little Ains oil, a little bit of cherry right there. It's already sent in the area. And yeah, 2 rats. Moving on down the line. Just came around this bend on this pocket set. Got a nice prime coon. We're gonna take care of him and move on. That was set for muskrat. They were hitting up on this bank, so there's a bunch of otter sign. I'm gonna set for otter today, so sweet. See you on down the line. We got this set over here. You can see this big hole, and I've already caught 1 rat. I see one floating, and see him right there, guys. So they're climbing up in here and feeding. So that's a monster. Wow, awesome winter rat, guys. Whole back leg. So I'm gonna get him out of here, and as it frees up, I kind of picked these spots, as I've showed you before, where the creek comes in and the water's moving. So it's one of the last spots to freeze up, and I hit up pinch points. I hit up undercuts with bottom edge sets. I make pocket sets anywhere where the current's still going. Big muskrats like that tend to come into areas like this, and I'll show you the setup here. So I'm going to dig the shelf out a little bit more, but ideally you want it angled like that so they can step through rather than over. I'm going to put that down a little bit more, and that'll be good to go. Well, guys, we didn't do too bad today. We got 3 really prime winter large muskrats, and some of you guys might not have a lot of muskrats in your area. Whether you had a large population at one time and your area got tularemia, which is called rabbit fever, And rabbit fever it wipes out entire populations of muskrats. Beaver get it, rabbit get it, obviously. Other rodents get it. And when a population spikes and it gets a disease, especially in marshes or open ditches where the water remains stagnant, I mean, it's just awful. I've seen muskrats quivering on the bank, and you know, they'll die out in the wintertime due to that disease. And that might be why you may not see that many muskrats in your area, aside from the fact if you have bad droughts in the summertime where your creek beds dry up, or it ices over and they got shallow bank ends and they freeze in. Those are another issues. But you know, when you trap these muskrats and you can, you know, manage the population, and this is why we have these rules and regulations, it's vital. The management's important because you stop some disease from spreading, you make stronger genetics. You know, they breed, they get bigger, they're more resistant to disease, not as many of them get sick. And that's why there's also laws in place that are important, such as, here's an example, not relocating an animal, killing it or dispatching it once you catch it. Because a lot of people think they're doing it good by releasing the animal in another location, when actually they're spreading a disease or a virus which can wipe out an entire ecosystem. I know back about a decade ago, we had a really bad outbreak of distemper, and it killed off a large population of Ohio's raccoons. It was hard to catch them for 2 to 3 years. So, you know, keep that in mind. Hope everybody's doing good on the line. We're supposed to get 3 inches a day and 3 to 13 on Saturday. The otters are playing hardcore. You can see spots over there on the bank. So I'm going to get set up for them. And hope to see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping in.